Good morning, everybody. Hope you've had a good weekend. We spent this last weekend up in Sedona with friends and had just a fantastic time. You always say you go up north to get out of the heat, but it was 100 degrees the entire time that we were up north during the middle of the day. But luckily at night it cools off, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool, get it? So this week's tip, I'm going to presume that many of you have heard this before. So it may be a little bit of a repeat. Maybe you've heard it from me or you've heard it from somebody else. But the this week's tip is the meaning of life and what is your dash. That's it. The meaning of life and what is your dash. So we're all go through life and go through our childhood or adolescence. We become teenagers. We go to high school. We go to college. We meet somebody. We get married. We go through our life cycle for our work or our work, more than one work in your career. You retire, you go into retirement, whatever that retirement looks like for you. Then you start to wither away physically and you die. I mean, I hate being so kind of cavalier about the steps and the process of the meaning of life and what you do with your life. But I think this, for the most part, everything I went through, every one of us that are listening to this today, you're going through one of those steps in that process. And there may be some small ones in the middle, that kind of curve you, show you curveballs. But this came to me long ago. This whole idea and concept of what is your dash, and so what essentially meaning, what are you doing with your life? What are you really doing with your life every day? And are you fulfilling what you want to fulfill with your own life? And I guess simply put, if you're not, figure out ways to change it. Just figure out ways, how do I change the cycle that I'm in? And then find people to help you change that cycle that you're in. Because simply put, it's almost impossible for you to change that cycle by yourself. You've gotten to where you are. If it's in a place that you don't like where that is, it's not taking you a week or two to get into where you are. It's taken a long time. So it's not just going to take a day or two for you to change what that cycle is. Okay, so what is the dash? So here's the dash. So when my grandfather died on my mother's side, his name is William J. King. Bill, I called him Pap, and I called him Granddad. When he passed away, my grandmother was still alive, and we were at the funeral, and then at the cemetery. And at the cemetery, it said William J. King and the year he was born, and then the year he died. And then very next to that, on the same exact stone they had there, sitting there, was my grandmother's name. It was Irene King, my mom's mom, and it said the year she was born, and then obviously where the year that she had passed away was blank. But in between that, they had a little dash, and that little dash, in a very bizarre way, if you can think about it this way, that little dash represents your entire life. So my question for you is, how are you living your dash? What are you doing with your dash? What are you experiencing as part of your dash and making a difference? Are you enjoying every single day of your dash? Are you frustrated with something? If everything's great, fantastic. If the little things that need to be tweaked, I think it's pretty simple to tweak those as an individual. But if you're not enjoying and living your dash to its fullest, my advice is to find ways that you could possibly make some changes to it, but don't go at it alone. If you go at it alone, it will not be nearly as successful as it would be if you find the right resources and individuals to help you with whatever that may be. It's a career, it's friends, it's something you're involved in, you don't want to be involved in. And for those things that you are involved in that you love, how do you make them better? For your career that you really, really enjoy, how do you make it better? How do you enjoy it? And if it's a situation that you're involved in that you need to be able to change, what small steps can you make to be able to make that change, to make yourself better, and to make your dash that much better at the end of the day? So that's it. Have a great Monday, and we'll see you all next Monday for next Monday's tip. Take care. Bye.